Okay, welcome to another series. Andy and I are back on the road. This time we are heading to Zambia, to South Luangwa National Park. We left the vehicle at Victoria Falls Airport. I really do hope it's still there when we arrive later on today. So we've rented a car. We're driving to Cape Town International. Then we are going to fly to Vic Falls, drive into Zambia, through Lusaka to South Luangwa. Okay, we are back in Barry. Let's see if he starts. First time. All right. What do you think, Andy? Good to be back.
It's time to go get some food.
Well, we got to get over the border first. So we've just landed in Victoria Falls. We're gonna cross over the bridge at the falls. Unfortunately, it's night, so we won't get much of a view. And then we'll find something to eat once we get to Livingstone. All right, so we're driving along. The falls is just here. We're about to go over the bridge. To the left, you can see the amazing Victoria Falls. Yeah, baby. We are through the border and we are in Zambia. It was actually not difficult. It took about half an hour. There were no queues, but it is 8 o'clock at night. And we just took a while to do the whole vehicle inspection and then pay the various road taxes and things. But yeah, everyone was very nice and they didn't search the car or anything. So we are in Zambia. We're going to go stay at a bed and breakfast this evening and head off early tomorrow to Lusaka. We're on the road in Zambia, just past 7 o'clock. We're on the A1 heading to Lusaka, where we will stay the night. We have been through one roadblock, but they just waved us through, and we just saw a sign saying we need to pay some form of toll shortly, which might be an issue because we don't have Zambian money, but I'm sure we can figure something out. We are through our first road toll, which took quite a long time because at the border last night we had to pay a $20, I think it's a road tax of some sort, for foreign vehicles, and we were given this piece of paper with an official stamp on it, but we weren't given a receipt. And the very nice gentleman at the border told us that he would email us the receipt, and I didn't think that was such a big issue. But it turns out the receipt is the important thing, and the very nice gentleman at the border now has our $20. And so when we got to the road toll, they said show us the receipt. We didn't have it. We had to pay another $20, and then we got this very fancy receipt with like a whole gold seal and everything. So this is the important bit of paper, and this is the one they didn't give us last night. Now we've double paid. But anyhow, we continue. So we were just going up a hill behind a truck, and the truck indicated to the right, which in South Africa means it's clear to overtake, but in Zimbabwe and it turns out Zambia means definitely do not try overtake. There's a car coming in the other direction. So just be aware of that. And then once the car had passed, the truck indicated to the left, and that means it's clear to, you can overtake. We have reached Lusaka. We popped into a butchery just south of town where Juba from Endless Africa suggested we get our meat, and we've frozen some steaks and things for later on in the trip. Now we're going to go to our accommodation, and which is on the airport side of town, and then we'll drop off the trailer, and a bit later on we'll pop out to one of the malls and do all our shopping.
At the roundabout, take the third exit onto Independence Avenue. Exit the roundabout onto Independence Avenue.
Nice. We did it, Andrew. So now we're going to go to our accommodation, which looks quite interesting. I booked it for Andy actually. It's because he's into like interior design and stuff. So it's like a what do they call it? Afro-Industrial or something like that. Oh, Andy will do a room tour later.
Okay, so we've arrived at the Cubes apartments. As you can see, they're big cubes. Very nice. Okay. Some artwork. High ceilings with lots of glass. Kitchen. Complimentary lays and lunch bars. Excellent. Okay, upstairs. Here we go. How's it, Mr. Robert? Nice spot we have here.
It's not bad, eh?
Bedroom number 1. Very nice. Plenty of storage and cupboard space. And bedroom number 2 with aircon.
It may seem like I'm spoiling Andrew here, but this place actually cost only 1,400 Rand, I think, for the night, which is not much. I mean, the place we stayed last night, which was not quite as nice, was 1,000 Rand for the night. This is 1,400. We've got our own bedrooms. I think breakfast is included, and they're going to bring us breakfast in our apartment. So it's a pretty good deal, if you ask me. I'm so tired.
By the Cubes. It was lovely while it lasted. Rob, would you like to explain to the viewers what has happened?
Yes, I will. It's very embarrassing though. What has happened is I seem to have booked our lovely apartment for next weekend, not tonight. But there was a bit of confusion when we arrived, and they just sort of moved us in. So we were all settling in and sorting out the vehicle, and then they asked me to pay, and it was more expensive than I had expected by $30 or something. So I pulled up my reservation. I said, no, it's $80 for the night or whatever it is. And the guy was like, oh, but that's for next weekend. So then I felt like a real idiot. And unfortunately, I can't even pay the more expensive price. The place is actually full tonight. So we had to leave very sheepishly. So we apologized, paid for the waters and things we drank while we were lounging around the apartment, and now we're heading to find new accommodation. It's bad.
Luckily you didn't eat the complimentary lunch bar and lays, or did you?
I didn't. I didn't even have time to use the complimentary toilet. Oh man. Anyhow, we quickly found another place. It's called something Lily Street or something, also an apartment sort of place, and we're going to go there.
Turn right.
Whoopsie. And drive. The Lily Street place was fully booked. So we are now trying some big hotel where there will hopefully be a room for us. This reminds me of the Nativity. So although Andy doesn't get his Afro-Industrial chic apartment for the evening, he does get the pleasure of rubbing it in my face that I booked our accommodation for the wrong night, which is probably worth more to him than the fancy accommodation.
Absolutely. So how does it feel to be an idiot, Rob?
Yeah, Andy. Look,
Hey, what do we have there?
it's our first antelope.
Oh my goodness.
It's an impala. Unlike Botswana, where there's usually you'll see a giraffe or an elephant or something next to the road. We've seen absolutely no animals whatsoever from Livingstone to Lusaka. And now, right in the middle of Lusaka at the hotel, there are a bunch of Impalas. So these are the first wild animals we've seen. Should we get the camera?
Yeah, bring it out.
So we arrived at this nice hotel, and we asked for a room close to the vehicle, because we're going to go backwards and forwards to the vehicle the whole time. So she said, no problem, but we're going to go park around the other side of the vehicle, of the building. So that's fine, as long as the vehicle is close. So we go and park all the way around the far side of the building, and then we get lost. We're looking all over the place. Eventually security brings us back into the main building, right past the reception where we had originally come in, and upstairs and all the way back. So the room is all the way down the end there, which is close to the car technically, but to get to the car you got to walk all the way there to reception, then downstairs, then all the way back again. So now I don't know, I suppose we could just live with it, but then we've got to get the cameras out of the car.
It's a comedy of errors, Rob.
Alright, so that's getting weird, because we went back to reception. We said, look, the car is technically close to the room, but we have to walk for kilometers to get from the car to the room. Do you have a better solution? No, that's the only room. Then we're coming back to the vehicle, and I noticed some stairs here. So these stairs go up. Our room is literally just here, and our vehicle is just over there. But when we came here, when the security guard brought us in, instead of taking us up these stairs, we went along this passage.
And backtrack.
And then walked all the way back. And I asked him, isn't there a quicker way? And he said, no, that's the route.
And then you complained to the receptionist.
Yes, I did. I said, why? Why so far? All right, everything is fine. We are settled in our room. We had some dinner here at the hotel, and we're going to go to bed.
A very nice dinner.
Yeah, very nice dinner, and we're off to bed. Long day tomorrow, but tomorrow evening we will be at South Luangwa National Park. Zip tight. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.